Welcome to another episode of This Old Backhoe. When we went to fire up this machine today, during the pre-flight checks, we noticed that the crack in our coolant overflow tank had become a gaping hole. We already bought the new reservoir, so it's time to get it changed out. Here is the part number from New Holland. That'll be in the description as well. And here's our new plastic tank. Why the original one was made out of styrofoam, I'm not sure, but hey, it lasted a little over 25 years, so respect. The vent hose at the top and the coolant hose at the bottom both have a hose clamp that we need to loosen up. The top one took a little bit of PV blaster to get it moving. Oh no! Good news, our coolant's full. Bad news, coolant everywhere.
Yeah.
The coolant hose on the bottom of the overflow tank runs directly to the radiator, so the fluid height in that is equivalent to the top of the radiator. When I disconnected it, I dropped it below the height of the top of the radiator, so the coolant started shooting out. Before you disconnect it, throw some vice grips on this hose to keep it from leaking. We're going to go ahead here and lift the loader arms all the way up into the air and put the lockout in. This gives us a lot better access through the side. Make sure that you've got the safety pin reinserted and you let the hydraulics sink down so that they're resting against the metal. In order to gain clearance to remove this tank, we're going to need to loosen up the air filter. There's 2 bolts at the top here. Once those are out, we'll be able to swing this out of the way. The air filter is held on by a rubber hose, so we can wiggle that out of the way. There's 2 bolts holding our overflow tank on, one at the top and one at the back. Oh, I need to add grease to my list.
Oh. Better shot than not getting the shot at all.
When I disconnected the coolant hose the first time, I spilled a bunch of coolant out. This time I used a pair of vice grips to clamp down on the hose, and then I just poured out the little bit of coolant that was above where I had pinched off the hose. The strap on the coolant tank is a 3/16 Allen. You gotta back it all the way out, and then we can swap in our new tank and tighten it back down. There isn't a whole lot of technique on getting this back in there. Just push the air filter out to the side and wiggle it back and forth until it fits. I started by putting the top bolt in finger tight, then I put the bottom one in finger tight. I tightened up the top one first, but my arm was blocking the shot.
Oh, that's
Good for life?
yeah.
Alright. The vice grips didn't make a perfect seal, so a little bit of coolant leaked out, but most of it stayed in.
Alright, Houston. We've got hose clamp.
The last hose clamp to tighten up is the one on the vent hose at the top here. Now we can go ahead and fill it up with coolant. Our coolant is concentrate, so we're mixing it 50-50 with water. Once our reservoir is above the cold min line, go ahead and throw the cap on there and reattach the overflow hose. Next, we reinstall the 2 bolts that hold the air filter on.
You done with this?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, we're
I
doing
think we just
tool
gotta slap
pickup.
this on and we're...
At this point, we can officially call the job done. I would advise running the machine for a bit and rechecking the level just to make sure it's still good. Our primary use of our backhoe is working on our dirt bike track. If you like dirt bikes or heavy equipment, give us a subscribe. That's all for this one. We'll see you next time our equipment breaks.